She thought it was just another blind date. But when she walked in dressed like a beggar, every head turned, especially his. The billionaire CEO sitting across? He couldn't look away. What happened next would change both of their lives forever. In the heart of New York, a woman shows up vulnerable, unsure, and completely unprepared. And yet, destiny had its own plans. This isn't just a story about love. It's about seeing the heart beyond appearances and a single moment that sparks a lifetime of change. Watch till the end. You won't believe how this blind date turns into a billionaire romance. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more heartwarming stories. The Friday evening in Manhattan was crisp, with city lights reflecting on wet streets. Olivia Carter clutched her worn coat tighter as she walked into a quiet downtown cafe. She wasn't dressed like the women she'd seen in glossy magazines or social media posts. Her shoes were scuffed, and her dress was plain, faded from countless washes. But she didn't care. She had no choice. Her friend had set her up on a blind date with a CEO, someone powerful, handsome, and intimidating. "Just be yourself," her friend had said. Olivia laughed bitterly. "Myself isn't fancy. Myself is invisible." Across the cafe, Michael Sterling, a 38-year-old CEO of one of New York's largest tech firms, tapped his fingers impatiently on the table. He was used to wealth, perfection, and charm, qualities that most women brought effortlessly. Tonight he was curious. Blind dates were rare for him. He glanced at his watch. Olivia shuffled in, head down, trying not to draw attention. She spotted Michael and hesitated. His presence was commanding even without words. She took a deep breath and approached. "You must be Olivia?" Michael asked warmly, standing to greet her. "Yes," she replied softly, avoiding his gaze. They sat. Silence hung for a moment, awkward yet charged. Olivia felt out of place, wishing she could disappear. But Michael didn't flinch. He studied her quietly, noticing the nervous tremble in her hands, the softness in her eyes, the genuine humility she radiated. Something money could never buy. "Don't worry," he said gently. "I like honesty more than appearances." Olivia blinked, surprised. No one had said that to her in years. She began to talk about her struggles, her dreams, her work as a volunteer at a local shelter. Michael listened intently, nodding, asking questions, genuinely interested. Hours passed. Laughter replaced the initial tension. Olivia's self-consciousness melted away, replaced by a spark of confidence. Michael realized that her charm wasn't in expensive clothes or makeup. It was in her heart. As the evening ended, Michael stood and smiled. "I'd like to see you again. Maybe somewhere less cafe-like." Olivia smiled tentatively. "I'd like that." For the first time, she felt that maybe her true self was enough, and maybe someone could see it. A week had passed since their unusual blind date. Yet Olivia couldn't stop thinking about Michael. The memory of his calm, attentive gaze and the way he had made her feel seen lingered like sunlight through a morning window. When Michael called to suggest meeting at a small park that Saturday, she felt a flutter of anticipation and nerves. She arrived early, dressed simply, jeans and a soft sweater, the kind of outfit that reflected her real self rather than the costume of someone trying to impress. Michael was already there, waiting near a bench under an old oak tree, the autumn leaves painting the ground in shades of amber and gold. When he saw her, a smile spread across his face, warm and genuine. "You didn't have to dress like anyone else," he said softly, his eyes holding hers. "You're perfect as you are." Olivia felt a rush of relief and gratitude. The tension she'd carried about appearances melted away instantly. They walked through the park, sunlight filtering through the branches, talking about their lives, their losses, and their dreams. Olivia shared stories of struggles and moments of doubt, and Michael listened intently, never interrupting, never judging. He spoke of his high-pressure life, the weight of expectations, and the loneliness that often accompanied success. With each step and each word, their connection deepened. Laughter began to bubble naturally between them, lightening the air, creating a sense of intimacy neither had anticipated. Weeks turned into months, and their relationship blossomed. Michael invited Olivia to charity events and gallery openings, but he also treasured their quiet evenings together. Dinners in small, cozy restaurants, walks along the river, and afternoons spent exploring little-known corners of the city. Every encounter revealed more layers of Olivia's character, her empathy, her curiosity, her honesty, and Michael found himself increasingly captivated by the depth behind her unassuming exterior. One evening, they stood on the balcony of Michael's penthouse, the skyline of Manhattan glittering below. The city lights mirrored the twinkle in Olivia's eyes as she listened to him speak. "I have everything I could ever want. Money, power, recognition," Michael said, his voice quiet but intense. "But none of it mattered until I met you." Olivia's heart raced. "Me? I'm just me," she whispered. "You're more than enough," he replied, taking her hand gently. "You've shown me that love doesn't need perfection. It needs authenticity, vulnerability, courage." They stood together in silence, the world beneath them alive and glowing, and for the first time, Olivia truly felt seen, valued, and safe. In that shared stillness, she realized something profound. Love isn't about appearances, status, or expectations. It's about the honesty that two people bring into each other's lives, the trust to reveal who they really are, and the courage to accept each other fully. Finally, Michael leaned close, his hand still holding hers. "Shall we start properly?" Olivia smiled, tears brimming, her heart full. "Yes, properly," she whispered. In the heart of the bustling city, amidst all its chaos, pressure, and glitter, two people, a billionaire CEO and a woman who had once felt invisible in her own life, discovered a love rooted not in grandeur, but in truth, authenticity, and shared vulnerability. And in that moment, everything else faded, leaving only the certainty of a bond that neither time nor circumstance could diminish. As Olivia and Michael stood on the balcony, hand in hand, the city lights twinkling around them, they knew this was only the beginning. Love had found them in the most unexpected way, not through wealth or status, but through honesty, courage, and being unapologetically themselves. Sometimes the most powerful connections are the ones that catch you completely by surprise. If this story touched your heart, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring love stories that prove destiny has a way of surprising us when we least expect it. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of magic.